And just like that, we should be live. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, Oreo First Blood, are you participating in the tournament? Because you said that you are, but you haven't.
Thank you for subscribing.
Yo, someone just subbed. That's crazy. Because you said you weren't participating in the tournament. Or you said you were participating in the tournament, and I sent you the thing with the rare candies, but you have not showed up since then. So are you participating, Oreo First Blood? Because if so, I need to add you in. Yo, what's up, CT? What's up? What's up, Dragon Among Wolves? Okay. There's one in the audience. I should probably... Okay, cool. I'm not in stage VC anymore. Alright. I think we're good to go. Alright, everybody turn your attention real quick to the screen here. So what you're looking at is not... It's not me playing the game. This is Bear King's screen share. So we're going to be doing a tournament today. We have a total of, if I go up to the people participating, we have a total of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We have 12 people participating in this tournament. A lot of them are in chat right now, and a lot of them, half of them are screen sharing in VC right now to give you guys this beautiful spectacle of this tournament.
I'm
so,
back.
Jams.
Have we started yet? Oh,
Jams.
3 minutes. Way.
God damn it. Jams just started chatting in VC. Okay. So, the first match today is going to be Bear King versus Gage the Artist. The second match will be Smarty versus Adjacent. Third match is going to be Bebs versus Nickel. The fourth match is going to be Gazer versus Jams. The fifth match will be Thundering versus Funky Monkey. And then the sixth match of round one is going to be Trevi versus Lumi. So the first match that we're going to be watching today is Gage the Artist going up against Bear King. So Gage the Artist and Bear King are both in here right now. Or Bear King is actually screen sharing. Gage the Artist is not screen sharing because we don't want screen peeking. We also have a clock. This clock right here is a 1-minute timer. Never mind. You can't see the clock. It's fine. We have a 1-minute timer. So there is a 1 minute. Since there isn't like an in-game battle timer, you have 1 minute to choose a move. Maybe a couple graceful seconds. If you don't choose a move, you will be disqualified. So make sure to choose a move within 1 minute. With that being said, the tournament can now officially begin. We just need to wait for Gage the Artist and Bear King to start their thing here. Also, I made it to where the screen share blocks out the move choice, or at least it should. I might have to tweak it a tiny bit. But, we're just waiting on Gage the Artist here. Gage! Gage the Artist! How do I press enter on my game? By pressing enter? Gage, you press enter! Maybe move it up a bit until it covers the text box. That's probably a good idea. I think it should be fine, but just in case, we'll cover the text box totally. Oh, he's on mobile. That makes sense. Gage, you gotta fully be on mobile. I don't know what that meant. Gage, you gotta press enter. I don't know what that means either. I'm sorry. Gage, you gotta figure out how to press enter. I don't know. You're like, there should be an enter button. If there's not an enter button, we have to disqualify you and move on. I can't wait to wait a very long time. Yo, someone just subbed. Ratchy7117. What's up, Ratchy? Alright, we're gonna have to move on. Yo, let's go. Member for almost a year, Cactus. That's great. I'm on the toilet right now. He said, hold on, I figured it out. All right, let's give him just a couple more seconds. We'll give him a couple more. I do not have water. This is old water. I don't want to drink old water. Or is this even water? Yeah, that might not even be water. I'm not up yet, am I? You're not up, James. You are not up. Okay, I think we're gonna have to go on to the next round. We can come back. How about that? You guys should have figured all this out beforehand. Alright, Smarty versus Adjacent will be the first round then. So Smarty is screen sharing. Everybody should have your battle pulled up already, okay? So if you don't have your battle pulled up, go ahead and pull up your battle. Can we do betting perchance? There we go. Look at that. They connected. They connected. They're about to start the battle. All right, we're just doing single battles, level 50. Pretty simple. All right. Why not? Why not? Let's do some betting. Let's do some betting. Let me just go to my Let's Chat screen for a second so I can pull up Streamlabs. Yeah, let's do some betting. I need to log into Streamlabs. So if you guys want to bet bananas, now's your chance. Yo, what's up, Gamion? How you doing, bro? I'm pulling up,
KFC wraps are back, including a
There's
new mac and
KFC.
cheese one. Choose 2 KFC wraps for $5.
I'm pulling up Streamlabs real quick so I can set up bets. If you guys want to bet your points. I can't stop you from betting on your own fights. Technically, I can't stop you. Oh, you're a new sub, Gamion. Let's go. How you doing, Gamion? Alright, I got betting pulled up. Alright, who's going to win? The options are going to be Smarty, and then AJ. Alright, who do you guys think is going to win the first match of this tournament? We got Smarty or AJ. Betting is now open. We're going to close the betting before the battle begins.
Thank you for subscribing.
We're waiting for AJ to go through with the battle here. Who is going to win? Come on, we can't do the delays anymore, y'all. AJ. AJ, you gotta start the battle, my guy. He said my bad. Gotta start the battle. AJ, you're the first match. Smarty's waiting for you. You made this game? I did make this game, Gamion. I did make this game. This is Pokemon Potassium, also known as Chat Makes a Pokemon fan game. We're doing an in-game tournament today. We have multiplayer. We're waiting on AJ and Smarty P to start their battle. Oh my god. Alright, AJ's searching, so Smarty has to stop searching. Smarty has to stop searching and search again. Sometimes it does that. You just have to research. Even though it says you're connected. There we go. Yo, what's up? Is that Jay? Are you Jay? Alright, there we go. Now it's connected. Cool, AJ, start the match. We gotta get this going, y'all. How to play, bro? Join the Discord, Gamion. ! Discord in chat. Yeah, singles. Singles, level 50. Said hi. I'll never understand that. There we go. Look at that. Alright. Here we go. This is a cool team. This is a cool team right here. Interesting, rocking the Doug Trio rather than a Doug Weo. If you guys, most of y'all know, but we have a Doug Trio evolution called Doug Weo. Here we go. The battle's now started. Right off the bat, Fire Starter versus Grass Starter. We don't have Eviolite in our game. Fire Starter versus Grass Starter is actually hilarious. All right, let's see what happens. Turn off speed up, please. Smarty. You have speed up on right now? Okay. That's an interesting start. I gotta close the bet. Hold on, guys. Let me close the bet real quick. All right, betting's now closed. Back to the battle. Wow, Burbacker just gets one shot. Smarty, please turn off speed up. I'm about to tell him. Turn off speed up, please. All right, here we go. Roki Runner's gonna come in against the Fry Bros there. Drill peck the Fry Bros, and it does kill. It got a critical hit. I wonder if the crit mattered. Interesting. Okay. I think I am gonna have this out a bit more. Because you can't see the, so there's a 1 minute timer anyways. But you can't see the, what's it called? The move choice being made. Or you can't see like the, what's it called? The damn dialogue. Like it says, blank, use this. You can't see that. All right. He's going to hit Giltrick with an Egg Bomb. Giltrick's going to hit a Fat Thunderbolt. There we go. All right. 1 minute timer started again. Your background's pretty cool. I appreciate you, Gamion. Appreciate you. We can see the battle UI. Yeah, I know. But you can't see the, like, blank use this. Blank use that. Okay. All right. Egg Bomb's going to take out the Giltrick. All right. What the fuck is this? This is Pokemon Potassium. This is Chat Makes a Pokemon fan game. I'm the developer for this game, and we're doing a tournament in our game here. All right, Barkdick's gonna come out against the Roki Runner. Roki Runner's gonna use Rollout, which is gonna do big damage. But Roki Runner's definitely gonna go down here, yeah. Ice type, Sweepermon. Oh yeah. All right. Cheeto is gonna come out against the Barkdick. Okay. What's the Cheeto gonna use here? Hitting a Hone Claws. Troy's gonna continue on with the Icicle Spear. Cheeto actually has pretty good special defense, so the Icicle Spear isn't going to do a load of damage here. It is going to do good damage, but not a load of damage. Where am I from? I'm from Ohio, but I live in Texas now, Gamion. I'm from Ohio, though. That's like where I come from, Cincinnati, Ohio. AJ's going to switch out into Bell Lurker. I'm going to... I think we do keep it like that, even though we can't see anything else. Bellurker has Soundproof and Smart Strike, which is super effective. So Parting Shot doesn't even work against the Bellurker. Okay. All right, this battle is getting real interesting here. Does Barkdick not have a normal move? Maybe not. Maybe Barkdick didn't have a normal move. Who knows? All right, Smarty is going to send in Giltrick. How much rent house in Texas? Is that what you're trying to say? How much rent house? It might have had a choice specs or bands. Probably a choice specs, because Icicle Spear is special. Alright, AJ is going to withdraw the Bellurker. Send in his Palapis, who's going to get mud-shotted, so a bit lower, lowered speed there. Nice gauge, nice gauge. Smarty's got an interesting move pool here. I know you guys can't see the move pool, but he's going to hit Palapis with a Glare. Oh, okay. And then the Palapis is going to hit a Shell Smash. That's big. That's really big. Giltrix still outspeeds, hitting a monstrous Poison Fang. But then Palapis hits a Giga Drain back. Which, oh yeah, that heals literally all of its health back. This might be over for Smarty here. Smarty only has 2 Mons left. Being his Benerican Delcatty and his Doug Trio going up against a Shell Smash Palapis here. We could have an issue for Smarty, but it just depends on his Delcatty's move pool and what his Doug Trio can do. Is this best out of 3? It is not best out of 3. It is single elimination tournament. He's gonna get paralyzed. Okay. Okay. I wouldn't share the screen until after the team order is selected. Okay, I got you. I got you, Lumi. The Delcatty's using Perish Song Protect strategy here. Wow. He's gonna swap into Doug Trio, who's gonna avoid the attack. Oh no. This Palapis here. What's the Doug Trio gonna do? Yo, what's up? What's up, Antoine? The Doug Trio used Protect. He actually got away. He actually got away with the Perish Song strats. Oh my gosh. What is going on? He actually got away with the Perish Song strats. That is wild. That is crazy. The Delcatty actually gets a Perish Song KO. Wow. I would have never expected to see that. We got Doug Trio going up against Barktic here. The Doug Trio is going to get away with a dig before the Barktic can throw out its Icicle Spear. All right. Who's fighting right now? This is Smarty going up against AJ. This is a really close fight. The Doug Trio barely gets the KO. Oh no. And then Icicle Spear is going to hit 2 times. It doesn't take out the Doug Trio. Oh my gosh. The Doug Trio is just too fast. Wow. That is wild. Okay. So Smarty's got 2 Mons left. AJ also has 2 Mons left. We have an Unchained Crawlum coming out here. Yes, this is teams of 6. Smarty is pulling a comeback. He's using Rock Blast. Okay. So Smarty now knows what the Crawlum's going to use here. This is not good. AJ, come back. I don't know. I don't know. This fight's crazy. This is actually a crazy fight. Alright, AJ's 1-minute timer's counting down right now. He uses his move. The Doug Trio's going to go through it for a dig. Crawlum's going to use Vital Throw. Take out the Doug Trio. Unfortunately for Smarty, that's going to put his Delcatty as his last Mon left. Going up against Crawlum and AJ's last Mon. Which we don't know what AJ's last Mon is. But let's see what happens this turn. AJ's timer's going down once again. Okay, he used Copycat Vital Throw. That is wild. copycat Vital Throw is crazy. And then he's going to go for the Shadow Ball. It's going to do decent amount of damage, but not quite enough. That is going to be the end of the battle. AJ is going to move on to the next round. Wow. That was an interesting fight, not going to lie. That was really interesting. All right, next up we have Gage the Artist going up against Bear King. AJ, you're moving on. Wow. That was one hell of a fight. All right, Bear King and Gage the Artist, go ahead and start the fight. Gage the Artist is searching right now. Bear King, start the fight against Gage the Artist. Research for him. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, AJ is going to be the winner of the bet. Betting is now closed. Next up, for the next bet, who is going to win? We have Bear going up against Gage. Betting is now opened. Who is going to win? Bear or Gage? We just have to wait for, is Bear King in the battle yet? No, Bear King's searching. Bear King, you have to research. Bear King. Cool, he's researching. Alright, Gage, make sure you're searching, my guy. Make sure you have the right ID pulled up. 59781 is, Alright, so Bear King's searching. We need Gage the Artist to search. There we go. First round in the tournament's over. Or not first round, but the first battle of round 1. This tournament should be pretty quick. Why did they change the mobile stream layout? It doesn't look like they did. But it uses the usernames rather than display names, which is interesting. I see all of your guys' usernames. Like Lawrence9806. Looks like shorts for me. It's annoying. I have it up on mobile and it's not for shorts. Alright, Gage is not searching. We might have to disqualify Gage. This is the second time now. Oh no, he says he's working on it. Yeah, it's using y'all's @ usernames rather than your display names, which is why it's Gazer the Goat and Lawrence9806 with his numbers. Nickel, why not? It's pretty funny though. Alright. Gage, you have 1 minute. You have 1 minute to start the battle. I have a timer going. I'll send the, I'll ping you again with the friend code in case you need it. There we go, he connected. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, Bear King. Setting up the battle here. I'm gonna wait for the battle to start before I show the party that Bear King's gonna be using. That's why I have stream pulled out to the side here. Ooh, I want to see his team though. Ooh, this is an interesting team. All right, the battle's now started. Which means betting is now being closed, ladies and gentlemen. Betting is now closed. Let's go back to the battle. Alright, so Gubero's going to get off a Cotton Guard to start. Which is funny because the Cordis is going to go for Defense Curl. 2 Defense Curls, actually. 3 Defense Curls, actually. Okay. He's just spamming Defense Curl here. And then he gets the crit. Alright, Cordis goes down right off the rip. Not looking good for Gage the Artist here. Shadow Claw does have a high crit chance. He's going to send out his Astragalus next. Glooby is at max defense right now. It looks like Gage forgets. Okay. Ice Punch against the Gubero. This is a quick battle. I can't even... There's not much I can do here. Alright, Glooby's gonna get a play rough off. Another one. Lowering the attack of the Astragalus. Nappa, such a funny name. It's Ghost Nappa. He's gonna withdraw Nappa and go into Bell Lurker. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Alright. He's gonna go for a Brick Break against a Ghost type. It's not gonna work. The Smart Strike's not gonna do anything, because right now, the Gubero's defense is +6. Balurker's gonna go for an Iron Defense as well. Gage relying on these defensive boosts. He should probably keep in mind that Shadow Claw has a high crit chance. But now the Balurker's gonna have maxed out defense as well. And he's gonna go for a Shadow Claw on a normal type. This battle is... What is going on with this battle right now? Yeah, Bear King, who has a maxed out Gubero, a maxed out defensive Gubero, cannot be killed here. And then Bellurker was also maxed out, so they're just doing no damage to each other. And it looks like Gage might only have physical attackers, but that really just depends. Okay. So the Gyarados goes for Dragon Dance. So he's going to be up attack, up in speed. He's going to go for another Dragon Dance. This is really just set up mayhem, isn't this? He's going to get hit with the Play Rough. Doesn't lower the attack, so the Gyarados is +2. Dragon Rage. All right. Dragon Rage is interesting. So it looks like 2 more Dragon Rages will take out this Gubero here. And that might be enough. Gubero really put in a lot of work here at the start of this battle. No other Mons on Bear King's team has been touched, other than Gooby, who is now dead. But Gage has 1 Mon knocked out and 2 Mons taken down pretty low. So Cordis will come in, Rock Tomb, and take down the Gyarados. It's safe to say Bear King, as of now, is very much winning this battle here. Timer's going. Balurker comes back out. Okay. So Balurker's going to come back out. Use Smart Strike against the Cordis. Does a good amount of damage, but the Cordis is going to retaliate back with an Earthquake, taking down the Bellurker. That's going to make it 3 Mons on Gage team done, I believe. So, yeah. 3 Mons on Gage's team. Almost 4 because the Astragalus has taken a lot of damage here. Cordis will outspeed. And Astragalus does go down. Unfortunately, could not get out an Ice Punch to take down the Cordis in time. Now we have an under-leveled Roki Runner hitting a fat Egg Bomb, taking out the Cordis. Okay. So Bear King has 2 Mons taken down. Gage the Artist has 4 Mons taken down. So he's going to send in his Ice type against the Bird. The Bird is going to go for Defense Curl. Gage really has a defense curling team here. Pretty big Egg Bomb. But then Roki Runner goes down. And with that, Gage only has 1 Mon left, which might be a starter. No, it's going to be his own Gelodon that's also underleveled. Bear King has leftovers on his Gelodon. Okay, okay. Oh my gosh. Gage is really just a defense curling monster here. Defense curl and iron defense as much as possible. This match is tanking hell. There's a lot of tanking, yeah, for sure. There is no move deleter yet. Gage, why? And then that's going to be the end of the battle. Gage is going to be knocked out. Bear King is going to be the winner, which means in the next match, Bear King is going to go up against AJ. All right, next up, we have Bebs going up against Nickel here. Bebs and Nickel. Go ahead and pull up your battle. Let me pull up the screen share, see where they're at. All right, waiting for Nickel to pick an activity. Cool. So their match is ready to go. Gazer, you're the next match, my guy. Bebs, you're going to want to research. And Nickel, you got to research as well. Yeah. It happens. It happens. All right, betting is now ended. Bear King was the winner. We are putting up another bet. We have Bebs going up against... How did I forget that fast? Nickel. Betting is now opened. Go ahead and pull up stream and make your bets. Or we gotta wait for him to search for each other. All right. Let's wait for Bebs to pick his team. And the battle's now started. So Nickel's going to lead out with his Perry the Platyplump going up against Bebs Erictazite. Alrighty. Betting is now closed. Only 4 bets were put in the pot. Erictazite is going to hit the Platyplump with a sleep powder off the rip. Erictazite bringing out some fast sleep powders here. Then Bebs is going to fish for an Ancient Power boost. Oh, okay. If Bebs gets the boost here, this could be an Erictazite sweep. Bebs doesn't get the boost. Oh, that's 3 Ancient Powers. 1. Now that's a critical hit 1. Nickel's going to get Citrus Berry boost on his Perry the Platyplump. Oh, no. And then he sets up the substitute. Rock Blast. Fading out the substitute. And then he goes for Slack Off. Oh, okay. We got a bulky Perry the Platyplump here, which gets put to sleep again. Oh my gosh. Okay, Bebs. Bebs out with the strats here. Hitting off another Rock Blast. How many times is it going to hit? 3 times this time. Ancient Power really does more. Cross Poison also does a decent amount. And now Bebs can get the KO here. Perry the Platyplump goes down. Bebs' Erictazite takes no damage. Nice. Nickel really the favorite to win, huh? There we go. Nickel's sending out a shiny scavenger named Teams, which is also gonna get put to sleep. Wow. Teams is gonna get put to sleep and then rock blasted. Oh. Oh, poor Nickel right now. Bebs is gonna fish for another Ancient Power boost, this time getting a crit. Oh! And then Erictazite gets completely one-shot by a superpower from the shiniest scavenger. And then now Beb swings out her his Falkreek, who's gonna drill peck, get the KO. Wow. Off the rip, this battle is just monstrous. Nickel's gonna send out his Frigablitz, which is named a PowerPoint. I trust Nickel's gonna win. You guys think Nickel's gonna win? My goat Nickel. Alright, let's see what happens here. Babs is gonna send out his Bontropic, who's gonna get, oh, big flamethrower there. It's okay, because the Bontropic has Harvest, Citrus Berry. Still gonna take a lot of damage, though. A neutral energy ball gets thrown out. Ooh. Bontropic almost lives one more. Or does live one more. Definitely not gonna live another one. And doesn't get another harvest. Alright. Frigg is at half HP here. Throwing out monster flamethrowers. Nickel's gonna swap out Frigablitz into his Gourmel, which can only be obtained one way. Babs is then gonna pivot into his, into his Ice type, which might not be the best move right now. And then Gourmel's gonna get the KO against Bebs here. Okay. Oh no. Oh no, and there goes Bebs' Barktick. I hate Gourmel. Gourmel's alright. Gourmel's pretty cool. Gooey's gonna lower the Falkreek speed. And then Frigg is gonna come back out. Pull up something real quick. Sweetville and Gooey. Balurker is gonna come out, take down the Frigablitz, and then Sneaseless is gonna come out. And unfortunately, it looks like this is gonna be the end for Balurker. A Shadow Claw is gonna do enough to take out the Balurker. That means Nickel's gonna win the battle. Nickel, you're moving on. Who's going to win? Nickel is the winner. All right, next match. We have Gazer going up against Jams. Let's go and get this battle set. I need to recrop this again. They do not have their battle fully set up yet, but that's okay. Yo, Anoa Assault, what's up, dude? Welcome back. Anoa Assault, I don't know what your actual username is, but I do know that, hi, chat. I do know that you've been here before, Anoa Assault, but your display name isn't the one showing. Waiting for Gazer here. Gazer, we need your trainer ID. Come on, Gazer. You got 1 minute. You got all the time in the world. I put a 1 minute timer up for you, Gazer. What did bro just type in? He said hi, chat. Did James type in Gazer's ID? Also, James, you stop screen sharing. Oh, and no assault's the original creator of James Steele. Nice, nice, nice. All right, cool. They connected. They connected. They're good to go. Commence thy battle. Alrighty. Gazer was ready in time. All right, let's go ahead and move this over to the side. Wait for him to choose all of his mons. All right, he chose all of his mons. We're good to go. The next battle will now start. Gazer's going to lead out with his shiny Ogel in him. And then Jams is going to lead out with his normal Cthulhu named Christian. It's funny. Okay. Okay. Oh, you have battle animations turned off, Jams. You know what? Just because of that, I have to do this. Nobody can see what's happening. All right. Oh yeah, we hadn't put out the bet. Sorry, the battle already started. I can't put out the bet anymore. I was too late on the bet. I apologize. Gazer's gonna send in his Roach Rat that gets one hit KO'd after getting Toxic Spikes damage by a Psychic. Wow. And then his Sphinxel's gonna come out, which might go down to Toxic. Yeah, Sphinxel's gonna go down to Poison here after taking a fat Surf. At least he got off a good Earthquake beforehand, yeah? So now Gazer's down 2 mons off the rip. He then sends in Batterian, who is gonna get Toxic Spikes. Poisoned by the Toxic Spikes, I should say. Cthulhu really proven to be a good lead here. Cthulhu's going to tank a Thunderbolt, then go for Recover, stalling out Gazer with Toxic Spikes. And he also has a Black Sludge. Batterian's then going to go down to Psychic. That's 3 mons down on Gazer's end, making it a 6v3. How many layers of Toxic Spikes? I believe it's just 1 layer. I'm pretty sure it's just 1 layer. Finally, Cthulhu will go down from a Flamethrower by Frybros. He named his Burbacker Butt Licker. What the hell? Frigablitz is then going to come in, named Napalm. What is Gazer going to respond with? Gazer's going to withdraw back into Ogelinim, absorbing the Toxic Spikes finally. Ogelinim will tank the Aqua Jet before setting up a Light Screen and, along with that, tanking the Surf. Ogelinim could have very well been done this turn if it did not set up the Light Screen. What will Ogelinim do now? Or should I say, what will Gazer do now? Gazer's going to set up the Reflect before getting out of there. Gazer will then send in his shiny Algalon. A grass type, but unfortunately, Friggablitz is a water steel type and also gets access to Flamethrower. Gazer's going to go for a Shell Smash along with the White Herb Return. After a fat Giga Drain, Flamethrower will still take out the Algalon. And then that brings in Frybros, who is poisoned. And Jams also has access to Aqua Jet. But that's still going to take out. Still going to take out the Friggablitz. Which means it's going to be a 1v4 here. Which is not really going to help Gazer out much because he's poisoned anyways. That'll be the end of the battle. Gazer is going to be knocked out. Jams is now the winner. Next up, Thundering going up against Funky Monkey. Not too many battles left, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, Thundering. I can go ahead and close this. There we go. The max Spadef on Friggablitz mattered. Oh yeah, I bet. I bet. Will there be a stream tomorrow? Yes. Yes, there's still going to be a stream tomorrow. Fortunately for you guys. Alright, just waiting on Funky Monkey here to join here. He did join, so we just need to wait for him to pick an activity. Cool. He is there. Did I get my bug fixing bananas? No. Can a mod please give Bear King 200 bananas? Oh, bet. We gotta put out the bet. You're right. You're right. Who do you guys think is gonna win? We have Thundering going up against Funky. Who is going to win? Bet is now open. You have until the battle starts to put in your bet. You can bet between 10 and 100 bananas. Battle's now starting. Hurry up and put in your bets as quick as possible. Thundering or Funky. The first move is going to be laid out, which means the battle is... With 5 bets in the pot, the betting is now closed. Alright. So Sticky Web is set up against Funky Monkey here. Spear Chime's going to teleport. Okay. Swapping into Ogelinim against the Cheeto here. Ogelinim's speed is going to fall. Shido's going to set up Light Screen. And also get Acid Sprayed. Alright, there is nothing happening. You guys need to make sure battle animations are turned on, or I'm going to have to show the moves that are being used. Acid Spray is going to do a lot to Shido, taking it down to 5 HP here. How you doing, James Steele? He's then going to Parting Shot out of there. He's going to go into his shiny Nada Wheel. Shiny Nada Wheel is going to tank a Draining Kiss. Ogelinum's going to swap out to a Skarmageddon, tanking that Heavy Slam, and then Nada Wheel will get the speed boost. We've had a bunch of stall matches, a bunch of defense curl matches. Now we have straight pivot match, where it's just pivot and entry hazards here. Only entry hazard is still Sticky Web, but still. Still a lot of pivoting. Airbnb, the Drip Limb's gonna come out. Okay, okay. The Drip Limb's gonna hit a Minimize. I'm sorry, but we're using Smogon Singles Thundering. You're gonna have to swap out. You can't use evasive strats. I did say that. Was Smogon Singles not declared? I declared that. I declared that in an announcement. I could have sworn I did. Alright, don't do anything in the battle, guys. Hold on. I should have said Smogon single battle format. I apologize. Alright, never mind. Minimize is good, I guess. It shouldn't be, but it's good. Shouldn't be good, but I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I agree, kind of, CT, but I guess it's kind of my fault. Blastolyx is going to tank a Bug Buzz here. Might not be enough, considering the speed boost, for Blastolyx to be able to outspeed the Nada Wheel here. And that's going to be true. Nada Wheel's going to KO the Blastolyx. Can we get better music? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Better background music. Boom. Krookodil's gonna go down. Then Obslix is gonna come out with that old Obslix sprite. I can't wait for the new one to actually be in the game. I feel like the new one is so much better than the old one. So when are the comebacks tasty? It looks like Thundering's really sweeping here. Final battle of the tournament should have Frontier Brain music. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Yeah. Thundering really sweeping Funky's team here. Nautilwheel's just really good. Spirit Chime's gonna come back out. Can Spirit Chime KO the Nautilwheel at the very least? That's gonna be a no. What no priority does to a motherfucker, yeah. Nautilwheel's definitely gonna secure the KO here. And that's gonna be the end. Thundering, you're moving on. Lastly, we need Lumi to hop in here and start screen sharing. And we need Trevi to leave. Because our last battle is going to be Lumi going up against Trevi. Alright, and I'm going to disconnect Trevi here. And then there we go. Hopefully he has battle animations turned on. Our last match. Lumi going up against Trevi. Last match of round 1 at least. Trev versus Lumi is like the most balanced battle. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Alright. I'm gonna pull up the Battle Frontier Brain music. Since we're getting real close to the final battle of the tournament. So we're gonna do Emeralds because it's so much better. Yeah, there we go. We'll do this one. Alright. Now selecting his team. I'm going to pull it out to the side here. Wait till it's done. I like Platinums more, but Emeralds is more fitting since it's a Gen 3 inspired game. Yeah. I like Gen 3s more, actually. Battle's now started, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. The final battle of round 1. Lumi going up against Trevi. Trevi's going to lead with the Pelipper. Does the Pelipper have Drizzle? It does. Trevi's running a rain team here. Oh, this is interesting. Voltaconda's the lead. So an electric type. Okay. An electric type leading up against the Pelipper here. It's got like 3,000 weight. Oh, Nautilwheel's just like super big. Disconnected for some reason. Just restart the battle, Trev. It's okay. You can just restart the battle. It's okay. Try it again. Let's see what happens. Oh, yeah. We had to put out the bets anyways. That's perfect. Thundering was the winner of that fight. Next we have Lumi or Trev. Betting is now open. Who is going to win, Lumi or Trev? Put in your bets now. You don't have much longer to put them in, so put them in now while you still can. Also, I'm going to put out stream one more time. Last battles of tournaments. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Battle now starting here. Same lead. Same deal here. We only know. Yeah, we knew that Nauta will weigh that much. How will the top 3 battles work? I'm not sure yet, Bear King. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not sure. Let's at least get through him, though. Trevi disconnecting again. It looks like the game doesn't want to work for Trevi. Unfortunately, we got to get this tournament moving, guys. That's probably what we're going to do. We got to get this tournament moving. If that's going to keep happening, we're not going to be able to work with it, unfortunately. So we'll try one more time. He sent a buggy scrat. What kind of picture is this? Alright. So AJ was the winner. Bear King was the winner. Nickel was the winner. Jams was the winner. Thundering was the winner. I'm gonna have to make Lumi the winner. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can really do. And this is sideways. But this isn't a crash that's happening for anybody else. Yo, what's up, Riker? If you guys want to try to do the battle while we do the other ones, you can. But for now, I'm going to have Lumi as the winner. Alright. Next up, we got AJ going up against Bear King for the technical final round of this tournament. The second to final round. So Bear King is going to go up next. And AJ's also up. Where is AJ? AJ! AJ, where you at, my guy? Alright. While we wait for AJ and Bear King to set up their match, I'm going to go get a drink because I'm really thirsty. So I'll be right back. Set up y'all's match, AJ. AJ, send your trainer ID in chat. Bear King's trainer ID is 59781. And then AJ, just send yours in the stream chat. There we go. All right, Bear Kings. His is 52348. I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's get the show on the road. All right, next battle, we have Bear King going up against AJ. Both pretty much swept their respective categories here. So let's go ahead and put up a new bet. We have AJ going up against Bear King. Betting is now opened. Go ahead and put in your bets. Who is going to win? Is it going to be Bear King or is it going to be AJ? Boom. Who do you guys think is going to win? AJ didn't sweep. Don't glaze the guy. No, he didn't sweep. AJ, you gotta start the battle, my guy. All right, the battle is now started, which means betting is going to be closed. Who is going to win? We have 5 bets in the pot. Very similar opening for Bear King here, leading off with his Gubero. Gubera is going to cotton guard. Defense drastically drove. I can't speak. Defense drastically rose. Barktic hit off an Icicle Spear, now going for Play Rough to lower the attack of the Gubero. But Gubero is going to have maxed out defense now. Icicle Spear doing big damage, but not quite enough. And then is going to get hit with the Brick Break, almost taking the Barktic down. That minus attack from the Play Rough really put in work here. And then Gubero will go down from the Icicle Spear. Okay. He's going to send in his Manweed. Okay. Going up against Barktic. Barktic's going to miss a takedown, which means Barktic does go down. So it's a 5v5 now. Yo, what's up, Jay? How you doing, Jay? I love this battle theme. This battle theme is so good. Oh, little AJ will one-hit KO the Weed Panda with Rock Blast. Bear King then sends in Licky Licky. What is AJ going to... Will-O-Wisp. Okay. AJ's going to respond with a fat Will-O-Wisp on the Licky Licky here. Which kind of just really nullifies any physical attack that Licky Licky might think of throwing out. Oh, and then he goes for a 4-time super effective Earthquake, almost taking down the Fry Bros. But will take burn damage and a Fire Blast in the meantime. And then Fire Blast doesn't KO. It does KO, which means Licky Licky goes down. AJ really has a shot here with a 4v3. But Bear King does have a fat Roachrath sitting in the back. Oops, I'm too airy. He's gonna hit a Protect. So Rock Blast can't hit. He's then gonna get the Quick Claw boost, which might have mattered, taking out the Frybros. Nice. Really close battle here. So Roachrath is locked into Outrage here against AJ's Bellurker. Outrage isn't going to do much, but Focus Blast is going to miss. The Roachrath then gets confused. Focus Miss is going to miss again. He's going to hit himself in confusion. Focus Miss is going to miss again for the 3rd time. And then he's just going to give up and withdraw his Bellurker. Wow. That's crazy. Now the Roachrath's going to hit a Curse here, raising its attack and its defense, but not quite raising its special attack. And then he's going to get parried. Still doing massive damage with the Outrage. But Viper does have leftovers to regain a tiny bit of that back. Viper's going to use an Earthquake, not going to do too much damage here, and then go down to an Outrage. Okay. Things just got interesting. Holopus will then come out, which is weak to the Bug type, but he's still going to go for a Shell Smash. He's going to go through, still use Bug Bite, do massive damage. Is the Shell Smash going to be enough for AJ to find a KO? He's going to use Ice Punch, which is going to KO. Bear King's then going to send his Cordis out, which with how fast this Palapus is, it's really only a matter of time before Ice Punch is going to bring down Cordis. Oh, no! And then he thawed out. Wow. Wow. And he still lives the Earthquake. Oh! Poor Bear King. What a turn of events there. That's crazy. Scum of the World 1617. This is online, yes. He's then going to hit a fat Giga Drain against the Geladon, who is going to live. Hit an Aurora Beam, but not quite KO. Which means it's only a matter of time before the Palapus sends off its final attack to end this battle. Wow! That was a great one. That was a really good one. AJ really putting in the work here. I can't believe that crit Rock Blast mattered. Yeah, I know. That crit Rock Blast played a huge role in this battle. AJ is going to win and move on to the next round. The final round of the tournament, AJ will move on to. Next up, we have Nickel going up against Jams. All right, Jams, you're up. Make sure you have battle animations turned on. All right. I'm gonna get this out a little more. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and put out the bet. AJ was the winner of that fight, which means the next bet will be Jams going up against Nickel. Who is going to win? Put in your bets now. Bettings are now opened as Jams picks his team. And this is not cropped right. All right. And then let's put it off. Wait for Jams' team to be picked. Jams is going to lead off with this Cthulhu once again like he did in the last match. Cthulhu is going to lead off with Toxic Spikes once again. Perry the Platyplump will send out a substitute. Jams will then pivot into his Sneaseless. And then the Platyplump goes for Belly Drum with its Citrus Berry. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. The substitute will fade. He's gonna slack off. This is gonna be a good battle. Nickel's then gonna swap. After getting off the Belly Drum, he's still gonna swap into his Frigga Blitz. Copilot is so cute. That's Platyplump for you. Sneaseless will get taken down by a Flamethrower there. Frigga Blitz really putting in work. Oh, I gotta close the bet. I am so sorry. Betting is now closed. Alright, we have Giltry going up against the Frigg. Nickel will withdraw his Frigga Blitz to go back into his Platyplump, but gets hit with Toxic Spikes and an Earthquake in the process. After getting hit with another with a Thunderbolt, he's going to slack off And then he's gonna use, he's gonna get hit with the poison. Not really going well for Nickel's co-pilot here. Just kind of stalling with slack off. Is it enough? Then he's gonna hit a massive double edge, doing big damage to the Jizz trick, to the Gill trick. Jesus. Taking poison damage and going down. Aqua Jet's gonna dry skin the Gill trick, where Gill trick will then get another KO. Oh no. Not looking good for Nickel here. Nickel then says, "Me very dumb" in chat, because he made a very dumb decision. Jams is gonna protect. Scope out the Sneaseless, going for Will-O-Wisp there. Let's go, Jams. Jams will then pivot into his own Frigga Blitz, which is going to... And then Nickel goes for Bulk Up instead. Okay. Jam smells something fishy here. Sneaseless is then going to go down. Bontropic will come out. That Sneasler looks cool. It's a Sneaseless rather than Sneasler. It's Sneaseless. The Bontropic is gonna absolutely tank an Aqua Jet. Miss its Power Whip, which is just crazy. It then goes for Sunny Day. It then goes for Sunny Day. Which just sets up the flamethrower for Jams. That's crazy. That's crazy work right there. That name is fire. These are, oh, Napalm for Frigga Blitz. Yeah, it's a good name. Its actual name is Frigga Blitz, Cyan Soul. Cyan Soul, are you new here, or have you been here before? Nickel says he's cooked. Cthulhu will then take down the Scavenger there. This is a crazy fight. Hey, yo, you made this? Yeah, we're doing a tournament right now, TKS. TKS, subscribe and watch the newest video on the channel. And then join the Discord. Not only did I make this, you guys made this. This is Chat Makes a Pokemon fan game. So you make the game with us. We all work together. It's a big community project. But right now, we're doing an in-game tournament right now. With TKS 9119. That's rad as fuck. Yeah, I know. I know it's rad as fuck. More people need to know about our project. We've been working on it for a long time. It has multiplayer and everything. Gourmel is still gonna live. And there we go. Nickel goes down. Jams will be the winner here. And now we have the last match of round 2. Thundering going up against Lumi here. Thunderine's gonna be the one screen sharing. We gotta kick Lumi out of the VC here. The last match of the tournament. Lumi going up against Thunderine. Just gotta recrop that. Boom. With that being said, let the final match of round 2 commence. Thunderine's going to lead off with this Cheeto. Lumi's going to lead off with a Fairy-type Gelodon, which is interesting. The Fairy-type Gelodon is interesting, but it's going to go down in one hit anyways. Smart Strike's going to one-hit KO the Fairy-type Gelodon. Oh, I didn't put it out in time, Simeon. I'm sorry. Lumi will then send out a Bruce Slash, which will get parting shotted by Thundering here. And now Burbacker comes in. Who was going to tank a +2 X-Scissor and then Energy Ball the Bruce Slash, taking out the Bruce Slash. Spirit Chime's gonna come in, which is a Psychic type. That's gonna scare out the Bruce Slash. Or it's gonna scare out the Burbacker, apologize. Into Cheeto there. That's big damage with the extra sensory. He's then gonna get parting shotted again. And then switches out Dripline to take the extra sensory once again. Ominous Wind is going to do big damage, and then he's going to get the Omni Boost. Wow! That is a fat Omni Boost right there. This Dripline just became a monster. And now the Dripline's minimizing Sue, only making the situation worse for Lumi on the other end. But Dripline does fall asleep. Did the game crash? What happened? Interesting. So Lumi sent out a Mon that has a nickname that is not supposed to be nicknamed, which caused a crash. Lumi, you fucked up. Your Pokemon has a nickname that has a character that's not supposed to be there. Just run. Yes, it was you, Lumi. Yeah, it was you. You were the reason that Trev couldn't battle you. What Mon was it, Lumi? Like, what Mon had the bad nickname? Does that mean Trev actually won? Yes. That does mean Trev was the one that actually won. Which means Trev has to fight Thundering instead. So what's the meta like here? Is it all the same types? Or is it all new stuff? No, it's just it's just all the Pokemon types, TKS. Which means Trevi will now be battling Thundering instead. Trevi, send your nickname. Or send your trainer ID. James was the winner. The next match is going to be Thundering and Trevi. Or I guess we could just write it as Trev. There we go. Betting is now opened. Go ahead and put your bets in. Who is going to win the next match? Thundering or Trevi? Kira, if you want to get this game, just go to the Discord. Okay. Pull up this. Thundering versus Trevi now starting. Gotta close betting. There's only 3 bets in the pot. All of which bet on Thundering here. Trevi does have his Reigns team to start out with. Do I have a coding background? This is my coding background. This whole game. Drizzle's gonna get set up. He's then gonna go into Parasected, which with the dry skin is going to help out the Parasected a ton. Healing basically all of its HP back. Let me go to the finals since we only have 3. Yeah, that works. That actually works perfect. Let me can just go to the finals since it fucked up really bad. Yeah, that's perfect. Alright, Lumi. So it's really just whoever wins this match gets to move on to the finals. Dry Skin really helping out the Parasected here, and the Nautiwheel gets put to sleep. This whimsy music won't cut it. That's a good point. It is a tournament. This is actually a theme from our game, Pokemon Potassium. This whimsy ass music. That is really funny. That's hilarious. Alright. Where else to keep the music? Yeah, that's Port Bueno from Pokemon Potassium, except that's not in the GBA sound font. What was just playing. Put the Renalock theme, trust. We get copyright striked. He's just kind of using Minimize here. Really trying to win this with Minimize, which is totally legal. That's 3 Minimize. Shockwave always hits! Oh! Shockwave always hits! Yo, I forgot Pelipper got Shockwave. That is wild. Oh, he freaks out. No! He uses Baton Pass. That's crazy. Going into a mana that directly tanks Shockwaves. Oh, no. He hits the Hurricane, which always hits in the rain, despite accuracy. Oh, he really had all of his cards figured out here. That's crazy. He is still gonna hit the Outrage. It's gonna do a good amount of damage. Hurricane's gonna hit again. Wow, Trevi really knew. Whoa, that is, dude, that IQ is crazy. 3 Minimize plus 6 evasiveness, and he got around that even with the Baton Pass. That's crazy. Wow. No, because that's actually super hype. This Pelipper is insane. This Pelipper's on some next level shit here. Trevi is really giving Thundering a run for his money here. All right. The Driplin's gonna come back out again against the Fetchroll. We're supposed to have move animations. They should be on. I'm pretty sure they're on because I saw the rain. Yeah, they're on right now. Pelipper is gonna come back out again to try to counter the Minimize strats with Shockwave and Hurricane. Rain animation though, yeah, the rain animation sucks. He's gonna hit a return, get hit with an Hurricane. It's not gonna do too much, but it is gonna confuse the Cheeto. And then the Cheeto hits itself in confusion and gets scalded and burned! Wow! Holy shit! Dude, this is wild! Thundering quickly realizing that he has nothing for this Pelipper here. But he might. He might. Alright, Hurricane's not going to do too much to the Burbacker, even though it's 4 times super effective. Because of the good old thing known as the Flying type cheese. All right, all right. You know, Confusion's only a 30% chance. Yeah, I know. Thunderine's looking at his options here. He's gonna switch into the Blastolix. Blastolix is gonna get hit with the fat X-Scissor. And then transform. Hit a Flamethrower, which is almost gonna KO. And then he's gonna live the second X-Scissor. Okay. Quite the interesting turn of events here. He's then gonna protect. Get some more dry skin. Plus leftovers. This bulky Parasect's really proven to do something. Yo, Cotton Candy Deer, what's up? How you doing, Cotton Candy? Cotton Candy, if this is your first time here, this is Chat Makes a Pokemon Fan Game. We're doing a tournament right now. And we're on the last few matches of the tournament. Cotton Candy, you can play this game. It has online, as you can see. We're doing it right now. You can play this game right now. You can contribute. Oh, you've come here once before? Okay, so you know. But this, the beta is released, Cotton Candy Deer. So if you're interested in playing the beta, go to the Discord and you can download it there. Alright. The Burbacker's going to live a Surf and then throw out an Energy Ball. It's going to do a good amount of damage, but not quite enough to take out the Kingdra. What will Thundering do now? Thundering will let Burbacker go down here, which is going to turn this battle into a 3v6. Driplim's going to go down from a Surf, and I think that's going to be the end for Thundering here. Is the Nautiwheel going to outspeed the Kingdra? It is not. The Kingdra will outspeed. Is that Kingdra? That is Kingdra. Kingdra, my goat. It will not outspeed. Cheeto's then going to come in, who will outspeed, but what's the Cheeto going to do? He's not going to outspeed. The Kingdra scarfed. Wow. Thundering is going to get knocked out, which leaves our last four contenders. AJ versus Jams and Trevi versus Lumi. AJ versus Jams, go ahead and start your battle now. Only 3 battles left, ladies and gentlemen. Trevi and Lumi will get to fight again, which is pretty funny to me. Bets? Alright, alright. How about this? We're gonna do one last bet. Trevi was the winner, which means no one won anything. We're gonna do one last bet. You guys are gonna bet between all 4. Who is gonna win the whole tournament? Trevi, Jams, AJ, or Lumi? Who is going to win the whole tournament? Go ahead and put your bets in now. You have until they start their battle. So go ahead and put your bet in. Bet between Trev, Jams, AJ, or Lumi. Alright. AJ connected. Let's go ahead and put this off to the side. Everybody, put your bets in as soon as possible because they're about to end, and this is the last bet of the stream. Put your bets in chat if you want bananas. Bananas can be used to purchase Fakemon form submissions. If you want to submit Fakemon or characters, if you want to do funny sound effects during stream points are free. You can bet them. You just get them by watching stream. All right. The battle is now started. I'm about to close the bets, y'all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Betting's now closed. Did it work? There it goes. All right, let's sit back and watch the last 3 battles of the tournament. AJ's timer is going. He's going to use Shadow Claw off the rip. Toxic Spikes are going to get thrown out. Jams is then going to swap into Frigablitz to tank a Shadow Claw there. I'm going to upload a video today. I'm going to go now. Sounds good, Cotton Candy. Yo, what's up, Leo Chase? How you doing? We're doing good right now. We have 3 battles left of this tournament, Leo Chase. If you want to participate in the next tournament that we do, play Pokemon Potassium. AJ's timer almost hit a minute. He almost forfeited there. He's going to swap into a Barkdick that's going to get hit with the flamethrower and KO'd. Sacrificing the Barkdick there. It's going good, HD. We're doing... Jeez. We're doing good, HD. How you doing, HD? AJ's really drowning out his timer here. "30 seconds left." Sure taking his time. There he goes. He's going to send in Guilt Trick now. Jam's taking a look at his Burbacker. He's then going to swap into Burbacker, who's going to get glared by the Guilt Trick. Toxic Spike's really putting in work here. Probably Bebs. Probably. How am I watching this battle? I don't know, HD. How am I watching the battle? Sticky Web's gonna get laid out. The Lurker's gonna come out. Burbacker's gonna get hit with the Focus Blast. Finally, Focus Blast hits. Yeah, I am, HD. You're not dumb. AJ will then swap out. I don't think AJ has a poison type to absorb the Toxic Spikes, which is a real big issue during this battle here. He's then going to set up a Rain Dance, directly countering the Frybros. And any chance of Frybros using a fire type attack. Yeah, we can probably do doubles the next tournament. Antoine. He's then going to use a Fire Blast, which is going to hit the Giltrick. Do solid damage to the Giltrick here. But Dry Skin is going to heal up the Giltrick. This is going to put AJ in a bad spot. And then he's also going to miss a Fire Blast. Not really going good for AJ here. Who the fuck is naming their Giltrick that? I don't know. Fucking Jams. Poison is really doing a lot of damage here. Fire Blast is not hitting at all. He's going to withdraw his Frybros. Go into Palapis. Who is going to take a neutral Earthquake here. White Herb is going to activate. Which means Shell Smash cannot activate. And Toxic Spikes as well. He is still going to go for the Shell Smash though. But he only has 2 turns to use it before he goes down from the poison. And one of those turns, Jams is going to protect. And then Jams is going to pivot out, expecting a Giga Drain. Which will instead hit a Burbacker, still do solid damage, and get a critical hit. Which means Palapis does get a decent amount of HP back. Still living on. Burbacker goes down. Then takes poison damage. The Palapis takes poison damage. Jams is going to send in a Nauta Wheel. Where he's going to protect, stalling once again. And then he gets a speed boost. He's going to rapid spin, outspeeding now, which will take down the Palapis. Frybros is going to come in now. Get lowered speed by the Sticky Web. Get hit with a massive Heavy Slam and then being taken out. Why is bro saying Palapis? Palapis? How else would you say Palapis? Palapis does not sound right. It's like Palapis. Not piss. Palapus. Or pess. Piss. Puss. Palapus. I don't know. He's then going to send in Redemption the Roachrat. What will the Roachrat be able to accomplish here? Outrage. I played Fire Red and Emerald, but I played them on phone. Suggest me some more. Play this one, Potassium. Roachrat is going to get taken out. This is probably going to be the end for AJ here. Play this, Viram. You can't look it up on Google, Viram. This is a game that we developed in-house. It's not going to be in Google. Heavy Slam's going to do decent damage to the Giltrick. Not quite, though. And then he's going to get parried. Also, Vera, make sure you subscribe. You can't play the game without subscribing. It's our game. You actually can. Giltrick really getting hindered by this poison here. But the Naughty Wheel gets taken out by an Earthquake after getting hindered by the paralysis that Giltrick... Burger Truck was insane. Jam still has 4 Pokemon left. Multiple of which being his, like some sweepers. And then Bellurker is going to be AJ's last Mon, which is weak to Ghost. Yeah, let's go. Verum subscribes.
Thank you for subscribing.
Thank you so much, Verum. Bellurker is going to get Will-O-Wisp there. Which means Bellurker has to single-handedly take down 4 Pokemon, which just isn't plausible. It seems that Jams is going to win this match. Next up, we got Trevi going up against Lumi. Lumi, I need you to hop in VC and screen share. Yeah, no, Shadow Claw is physical. The last match before the final round. Lumi versus Trevi. Yeah, you made it really far, AJ. That was great. AJ did really good. Alright, let's move this out of the way. There we go. If you want Discord noises to be turned off during stream, you could turn streamer mode on. That's fine. That's whatever. I don't care too much. And then the battle now starts. Lumi's going to lead off with a Luxure to go up against the Pelipper. How do you turn on streamer mode? Can you guys stop fucking pinging me? Or how about this? I'll just go on Do Not Disturb. Boom. Look at that. Alright, so the Pelipper gets paralyzed. The Luxure's down at low HP. I don't know what happened in the meantime, I'm gonna be honest. I was too busy trying to turn off Discord notifications. My bad, gang. Forgot to wake up. Pelipper's gonna use Scald against the Luxure, taking it out after getting hit with a 4x dice roll. It's okay, I just went on Do Not Disturb. Bear King. The Fairy-type Gelodon will then come out. Trevi's gonna swap out Pelipper and go into Apocalypse, which gets hit with a huge shooting star there. Wow. That is a big shooting star. Unfortunately, Gelodon probably will not be faster than a Skarmageddon. Trevi withdraws the Skarmageddon and goes back into Pelipper. Wow, okay. Trevi named his Pelipper Rain like that's its only job. It's funny because that hasn't been its only job. It's been great. It's been great. Like the last battle, Trevi pulled some moves. He's then gonna swap again and go into Parasected this time. Parasect is going to use Protect, but Lumi swaps once again back into Bruce Slash. And then he's going to use the Swords Dance. Aromatherapy is going to cure the Pelipper of Paralysis. Beanwater did not get spored. He's not going to use X's or not doing too much damage here, and then he's going to get spored. Dry Skin's going to heal the Parasected a bit more. Ooh. Yeah, this is the last match before finals. Flame Body puts in work here. The Parasected does still have Aromatherapy, so he can cure that burn if he wants to. Which he will do before Beanwater's able to wake up. Dry Skin heals him back to full. He's now healed. Flame Body did not do anything. He sleeps for another turn. And then Beanwater goes down. But he does get another Flame Body off before going down. Geladon's going to come back in. But what's the Geladon going to use? Geladon's going to hit a fat Ice Beam. And then he's going to get spored. Not having a grass type to counter Spore. Proven to be an issue for Lumi here. Trevi's going to withdraw his Parasected again and then go into Kingdra. Against the Spirit Chime here. Almost getting taken down by a Hydro Pump. But he does get off a Yawn. Will Trevi switch out his Kingdra, or will he stay in? He is going to stay in. Let his Kingdra go to sleep. But he hits another nasty Hydro Pump. Trevi's going to swap into his Skarmageddon, which is going to absolutely tank an Energy Ball. And then the Skarmory gets a Defiant boost. And then gets put to sleep. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Trevi, let's go Trevi. Will Trevi be able to pull out this win? Only time will tell. Thunderball's going to do good damage. Skarmory's going to stay asleep. How long is the Skarmory going to be asleep for? And then he also has an Iapa Berry. And then a Roost. Okay. Okay. This is crazy. He is going to pull off another sleep powder. He is going to get another one. Oh, jeez. Now he's going to coil. Which is only really going to raise defense here. Still could be enough. Skarmageddon stays asleep. He's going to get off one more coil, hoping to live a physical attack. Despite... And he does... Which is going to get off his Mago Berry. Alright, alright. Things are getting interesting here. He's going to get off another coil. Oh, but he gets Toxic'd by the Skarmageddon. Which just completely... Wow, that just like completely... But he is going to harvest the Mago Berry. This is crazy. Skarmageddon will get put back to sleep again. Mago Berry will activate again with the harvest. My dad owns Xbox. Y'all would have been cooked. What are you on about, Toasty? Dude, 19 months is crazy good. He's gonna go for spikes here. Heal Bell's gonna come out. Alright. Potassium's cured for poisoning. And Sleep just got cured as well. This is big. Heal Bell is really big. There. This battle's so fucking crazy. This battle's so good. Like, they both have shots here, dude. Magic is going to come in, who's already burned, cannot be put to sleep. And then he's going to take Dry Skin Healing. Dear Lord. This is crazy. Alright, Extra Sentry doing big damage, but he is going to Aromatherapy. Parasected will go down to Extra Sensory this turn if he stays in. But he would also go down to a Pursuit. So now it's just a matter. Trevi has to figure out, is the Spirit Chime going to use Pursuit or Extra Sensory? And will Pursuit KO if he doesn't switch out? Or will Lumi go for something else entirely? Trevi's going to stay in, go for X-Scissor. The Spirit Chime's going to use Yawn. And then heal from leftovers. Dude, this is crazy. This is such a crazy fight. Trevi is going to withdraw here. Going into Kingdra, who's going to take a fat Extra Sensory. Kingdra's really a big issue here because it's very fast and does insane damage with Hydro Pump. It's just not a good match for Lumi's team here. And with the spikes, that's not going to help, and Voldaconda will go down. Valkyrie is going to come out using Brave Bird against the Kingdra, which almost KOs, but not quite. Oh no. that might have decided the game here, folks. What is that Brave Bird animation? Kingdra's gonna go through and clean up the rest of Lumi's team. Unfortunately, that is gonna be the end for Lumi. But wow, was that a damn good match? The final match of the tournament is gonna be Jams going up against Trevi. Who is going to win? For the people who have not bet yet, you can go ahead and bet now. Jams or Trevi, who is going to win? This is crazy. You have to bet Trev, not Trevi. I should have specified. You have to type in Trev, not Trevi. You cannot bet that many. Dude, that was such a good match. Trev versus Lumi, best match thus far. But this one's expected to be even better. I gotta move this off the screen. This one is probably gonna be even better. No, you cannot change your bet. If you already put in your bet, you can't put in another one. Alright, betting is being closed though. Ladies and gentlemen, the final battle of this tournament will now begin. We have Jams leading out with Giltrick, going up against Trevi with Scarmageddon. Trevi's gonna swap straight into his Parasected, while the Giltrick uses a Dragon Dance. Jams is then gonna swap out his Giltrick and go into Sneezeless, which cannot be put to sleep because of Vital Spirit. Really good anti-sleep counter right there. Not only that, but Sneezeless is very fast and a physical attacker. Very good physical Ghost Sweeper. Not only that, but Sneezeless also has some other moves up its sleeve with really good stuff, like Will-O-Wisp, as it's going to use here against the Pelipper. Pelipper's going to set up the Rain, which is going to be really good for Trevi's whole team here, as Trevi has built a Rain team with Parasected Dry Skin, Kingdra launching out Hydro Pumps, and then obviously you got Pelipper here with Scald, Hydro Pump, and Hurricane, which perfect accuracy Hurricane is great, but Jams is going to counter the Water type with his own Dry Skin Pokemon, being Giltrick. Cannot be hit by Water type moves despite being weak to them. Giltrick is then going to set up yet another Dragon Dance as Trevi swaps to his Algalon, Franklin. Algalon is such a cool mon because I never expected it to be as good as it is. But Algalon is both a Chlorophyll and a Swift Swim mon, so you get to choose what do you like better. This Algalon is going to have Swift Swim and be hitting fat Giga Drains in the process. The real question is, does Jams run Glare on his Giltrick? He is going to swap out into his Nada Wheel, who's going to tank a Giga Drain. Really tanking that Giga Drain there. Nada Wheel obviously has speed boost. It's very fast. A lot of people run Protect on Nada Wheel to where it gets off free speed boost, and Heavy Slam because Nada Wheel is very heavy, does a lot of damage to a lot of different things. So let's see what Jams is going to use here. Nada Wheel also usually runs U-Turn, which he's not going to use here, even though it would have been super effective against the Algalon. He decided to use Heavy Slam instead, which means that Nada Wheel is going to be in against this Skarmageddon here. But what is he going to use against the Skarmageddon? He's going to Protect, kind of scout what the Skarmageddon's going to use. But the Skarmageddon fires back with a Roost, healing its HP back up. That's crazy. Skarmageddon being a very, very tanky, mid, kind of fast, but dishes out really big damage with the Ty attack stat. And a very good defensive type of Steel and Dragon. It's a great entry hazard mon as it can set up Spikes and Stealth Rock. But right now it's only limited to using Spikes until future updates. Rapid Spin will get rid of the Spikes, but Skarmageddon will knock an okay amount of Burger Truck's damage with Earthquake. But Burger Truck does have leftovers, which just kind of solidifies how much damage it's not really going to do. He's then going to dish out another Heavy Slam. That's going to do pretty decent damage to Skarmageddon. They're kind of just chipping away at each other right now, but keep in mind this Skarmageddon does have Surf. Or, sorry, not Surf. The Skarmageddon does have Roost, so it can heal at any point. And it's also rocking a Citrus Berry here. An Iapa Berry, actually. Even better. And it's going to heal back to full HP once more. The Skarmageddon really is going to be an issue for Jams if he doesn't do something about it sooner. Jams is going to use Protect on his Nada Wheel. Trevi is going to scout this and then swap straight into his Kingdra with the Rain still active. Kingdra can knock out very, very big chunks of damage, but the Nada Wheel does outspeed regardless. So it's going to U-turn, and he's going to go straight into his Frigablitz named Napalm here, a Water Steel type with Mega Launcher. Napalm is going to take still a lot of damage from the Kingdra here. We all wonder whether the Kingdra is scarfed or not. Kingdra's going to do even more damage. Jams is going to use Flamethrower, expecting a swap from Trevi, but Trevi stays in, wanting to get as much damage as possible out on the tanky Frigablitz. Water Steel typing is no joke, ladies and gentlemen. Water Steel is very defensive, very hard to counter, but Surf is going to heal up the Gill Trick with Dry Skin. Wow. Yo, Vioke says, how you doing, bro? This is the final battle of this tournament today. And this is a crazy tournament. It's been a crazy tournament. This battle's crazy. We have two powerhouses going up against each other. Trevi's going to predict the Earthquake, swapping into his Algalon here. Algalon, keep in mind, does have Swift Swim and is going to be extra fast because of that, and is rocking powerful Giga Drains. It can also set up Shell Smash, which can easily turn Algalon into a very quick sweeper, especially if it's rocking a White Herb to get rid of that lower defense. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The Shell Smash comes out. Oh. And then White Herb is going to take down its defenses. The question is, Drill Peck going to be enough? Even with the mozzarella cheese, Drill Peck is still going to do a lot to Burbacker, despite it not being weak to flying anymore because of the mozzarella cheese. All right, here we go. Napalm's going to come out. Napalm's going to go down to the Drill Peck. So there goes Frigablitz, ladies and gentlemen. The big tank on Jams' side of the field is now gone. This Rain team is wild. Franklin is going to dish out a massive Surf against the Algalon, doing crazy amounts of damage, or against the Cthulhu, doing crazy amounts of damage. Jams is going to take this time to set up Toxic Spikes rather than dishing out damage back at the Algalon. You know, I can only sit here and wonder whether Jams plans on doing anything to try and take down the Algalon. Because even though Buttlicker the Birdbacker here is resisted against water-type moves, it doesn't have the best special defense, and Rain is up, so it's still going to go down to Surf. This Algalon really is a problem for Jams. I really want to know what he's going to do in return to try to counter this guy. Sneezeless does not live in time for Sneezeless to use the move Haze, which means that Algalon still has all of its boost. Burger Truck's gonna protect. Algalon's going for Surf here. Oh my gosh, dude. Jams might be out of options, y'all. Algalon might have just sweeped this whole tournament. Jams will swap into Giltrick, bringing Giltrick back to full HP. It was already close, though. Jams is gonna stall out his turns here. Go back into Burger Truck, which is gonna take huge damage from a Giga Drain. Oh, wow. This Algalon's an issue. And then he's gonna protect, trying to outspeed, doing his absolute best to try and outspeed here. Now that he's +2, he's gonna attempt to outspeed. No, he's gonna attempt to go for another protect, which is gonna fail, but he does live on 2 HP. Now okay. We all gotta ask ourselves, will he outspeed with 3 speed boosts when the Algalon is +2 in speed? But not only that, the Algalon's +2 in speed, but also has Swift Swim with the Rain up. He does not outspeed. Nautilwheel's going to go down. This was crazy. Wow. The Giltrick's gonna come out, still stalling some more with Protect. But ladies and gentlemen, I think we all know who the winner is today. Algalon, Franklin the Algalon, really just sweeped Jams' entire build here. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. That was loud. That was really loud. Thank you. That scared the shit out of me.
Baba Booey.
That scared the shit out of me. Franklin's gonna fire off a massive Surf, taking down the Cthulhu. Now, what I really want to know, ladies and gentlemen, is Trevi, when he makes his Battle Frontier character, because if you guys didn't know, this whole tournament decided the winner of a character for Pokemon Potassium once we make the Battle Frontier. I really wonder if Trevi is going to have his Battle Frontier brain be a rain-centered Battle Frontier brain, rocking an Algalon with Giga Drain, Surf, Shell Smash, Drill Peck, and the classic Swift Swim, White Herb. Do you guys think he's going to base his character off of a rain team? Because, ladies and gentlemen, that will be the end of the tournament, and Trevi will be the winner Thank you guys so much. So much for watching. Trevi, tell us, my guy. What do you plan on doing with your new character in Pokemon Potassium once we develop the Battle Frontier? What do you plan on doing, my guy? Tell us. We all want to know. When is the next one? It'll probably be a while from now. Do you any parting words? Do you any parting words, Trevi? In fact, Jams, go ahead and unmute in VC. I want to hear your thoughts on that battle. We all want to hear your thoughts on that battle. Trevi, hop in VC so you can start chatting. All right, let's see. Can we hear Jams? Jams, chat. Chat, my guy. Let's see if we can hear you.
Trevi, if you can hear me, please can you make the theme Filler Jammer?
He can't hear you. He can't hear you. Hold on. I got him. Give me a second.
Yo, what's up?
All right, guys. Chat. Say something. Say something. Jam, say something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot to get Clear Smog on my Norda wheel.
Clear Smog would have definitely helped. Yeah, that would have helped against the Algalon.
Give me a second. Pulling up stream.
What else do you have to say, Jams, about the fight?
But
What else do you have to say?
I just wanted the theme in my game. I didn't want a character.
That's fair. That's fair. If you would have won the fight, Jams, who would you have given the Battle Frontier brain to?
Probably Thundering. Because he agreed on the theme already.
That's a good choice. You just care about the theme. That's fun.
Yes.
That's fun. All right. You have anything else to say? Any parting words, Jams? Stop watching the screen share here. Any parting words, Jams? There's Jams. You got him pulled out. That's his parting words. All right, Trevi, my guy. My guy.
Then.
We all want to hear from you, Trevi. We all want to hear from you, my guy. Let me pull up your thing here. We all want to hear from you, Trevi. Tell us, what did you expect out of that fight? Did you expect Algalon to sweep like he did? Franklin, my boy. Franklin, the GOAT. Trevi,
I was expecting to win anyways, but I didn't expect to win with Algalon.
Right. Yeah, Algalon's awesome, dude. I did not expect Algalon to be really as good as he was. But wow, Algalon proved to be a fucking beast. Like, now tell me, if Nautilus was running Clear Smog, what did you plan to, how did you plan to still win the fight even with Algalon's Shell Smash being nullified by the Clear Smog if the Nautilus happened to be running it?
Kingdra Hydro Pumps, and it's not Scarf, it's Specs.
Oh, okay. Specs Kingdra. I'm sure you were running high speed on it, yeah, I'd imagine. Because that was a fast Kingdra. Really fast Kingdra you had there. Now, Trevi.
It was a fun team to make. I was supposed to use Sprint Splash, but
yeah,
it was illegal, so I had to use... What was it I had to use? I had to use Parasected instead to improvise.
Yeah, Parasected was still great. Still did a lot on the team there, honestly. So, Trevi, what do you,
Just rejoining. Trevi, how much, what was it? Like, Giga Drain PP did you have left, or Surf PP?
Surf still had plenty left. Giga Drain was on like 1 HP left, or 1 PP left.
He was really trying to stall out those Giga Drains so he could just send in Giltrick. That was, yeah, actually, you know what? That was a good plan. Good plan on Jams's end. Did you have any PP ups on Giga Drain, Trevi?
No, I completely forgot to, but it ended up working anyways.
Right. So, Trevi, tell us, what do you plan on doing with
I
your
couldn't
Battle
tell if
Frontier
Cthulhu
brain?
would sound so.
So since the Battle Frontier, you win the brain for the singles battle, so just the battle tower. That means that you're gonna have the battle tower, and you're gonna be the brain of the battle tower, since that's just singles format. Hoopla. What do you plan on doing with the battle tower? Since the battle tower, not just your team and your character, but the whole battle tower is run by you, which means you get to decorate it. You get to decide its theming, its history, and everything. Do you have anything to plan for that, or do you want to plan for that later on?
Oh,
If you're not really think in hindsight.
I thought it was just the team and the character.
No, you get everything, my guy. You get everything. You get to do whatever you want with the battle tower. If you have any fun ideas, throw them out. That's all you, my guy. You are the battle tower, my friend. You have won the very first Pokemon Potassium tournament. First king of the
I haven't
post game.
decided on the character yet, but I do plan on using that rain team.
It's so much fun. That rain team is awesome. AJ asked in chat here, Trevi, if you do make a rain team, please add Giltrick. Are you going to add Giltrick to your rain team, Trevi? Keep in mind, our Battle Frontier is going to have teams of 6, not teams of 3, like in the original Battle Frontiers.
I'll keep it in mind.
So, Trevi, last question that I have for you before I end this little interview. How many battles do you think the players should have to defeat in your battle tower to make it to your silver battle? And then how many battles do you think they have to defeat in your battle tower to get your gold symbol battle?
I'm not sure. Probably like the same as Platinum with Palmer.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, Trevi, it was nice having you on stream, my guy. Congratulations on your win. You get to design the battle tower.
But it was a fun tournament.
Yeah.
And everyone that entered did a good job.
Yeah, a lot of people, even AJ. AJ did really good during this tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to participate in future Pokemon Potassium tournaments, and maybe, possibly, just like Trevi that I have on call here right now, win a Battle Frontier brain along with customizing and making your whole entire battle facility, please download, play Pokemon Potassium today so you can start building your team for future tournaments. It's probably going to be a while before the next tournament, but hey, you'll be here for it, won't you? Ooh.
Casey, don't end stream just yet. I have a quick announcement.
I actually do have one more question for Trevi. Will you participate in the next tournament? Even though you already won a Battle Frontier brain, you can still participate in the next tournament. And if you win, you get to give it to whoever you want to give it to. Are you going to participate?
I entered this one for fun, so I'm absolutely going to join.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Look forward to battling Trevi in the next Pokemon Potassium tournament, which is going to be a doubles tournament, ladies and gentlemen. Are you guys excited for the next Potassium tournament? A doubles tournament. And it'll probably happen a very long time from now. But still, it's planned and it's going to happen at some point. All right. Thanks
Yeah, my announcement I want to make, Pika Clone Vote is going to be soon.
Yes. Pika Clone Vote. If you guys want to make
Trust in it.
a Pika Clone, if you guys want to make a Pika Clone and then submit it for Pokemon Potassium, the vote's going to be soon. And the best part, you don't need a ticket to submit to this vote. Any one of you guys can submit a Pika Clone for free, and we will do that vote here soon. Before 2026, for sure, the Pika Clone vote will happen. All right, it was good having you guys on. I'm gonna hop
We'll
out
likely make
now.
it a Discord-only thing.
Nah. I'll still do it on stream. I'm gonna
Goodbye, chat.
But it was good having you guys on. I will see y'all next time. Trevi, you have one more thing to say, my guy? I forgot there's a stream delay.
I gotta do something real quick.
Did he just pop out? Oh, I thought he was gonna say one last thing.
Yeah.
Man. Well, anyways, do you have anything else to close off with, James, or can I go ahead and hop out the call?
So ZA, the final battle is gonna be pretty.
Why is he talking about ZA and then he just left the VC calls? All right. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and hop out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me, did you enjoy watching this tournament? That's what I want to know. We had like a consistent 20 people in here throughout the whole stream, which is very surprising to me because it was just a tournament. We weren't like doing any developing or anything like that. So very surprising to me that you guys stayed through the whole tournament. A lot of you guys did. Give me just a second. Can't tell much, but I think the tournament was pretty awesome. Awesome. I want to try to condense the tournament down into probably a short. So if you guys want to relive the events of the tournament, I can condense it down into a short. Shouldn't take too long. But yeah. I'm glad you guys enjoyed for sure. Before we hop out of here, ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to hit a fat raid. Hashtag Tasty Raid. We're raiding someone new today. Raiding someone new. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hit a fat Tasty Raid. I will see you guys next time. Please participate in the Tasty Raid. I'm live redirecting you guys over there. I want as many Tasty Raids as possible in Cup of Tea stream. So yeah, with that being said, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for being here, hanging out. Have a good night, guys. Bye, CT. Bye, AJ. Bye, Jams. Bye, Toasty. Bye, Vioxus. Bye, Bear King. Bye, Antoine. Bye, Gage. Hashtag Tasty Raid.